calling again. Thank God I didn't meet up with him. Hey you guys, Shay Lewis here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to talk to you guys about me breaking up with my dating apps. Yes, I am deleting all of my dating apps, not because I found somebody, but because I feel like I need to be off the market. It's just too much. I'm going through too much, like not in my personal life, but through these dating apps. These guys are crazy. My last experience was like the last straw. Facebook dating. At first I told myself, you know what, I already got enough dating apps. I'm good, you know, like I'm already out there. But I was like, you know what, I'm curious, what is it about? I signed up for it, and I don't know, I kind of just like kept it up even though I wasn't consistently on it, because I mean I wasn't attracted to any of the options that they had for me. Not only that, but I mean, it's Facebook. It's kind of thought that maybe I would match with somebody that I knew, and like if I wanted to do that, I wouldn't be on a dating app. I mean, it was all different people, and like I said, I wasn't attracted to any of them. I mean, I could say the same thing for all of the other dating apps that I'm on, because I mean, on BLK, I have literally, if I'm not mistaken, over 3,200 likes, and I'm not attracted to nobody. So maybe it's something wrong with me. I don't know. Maybe I'm the problem. On this specific dating app, Facebook, let's reel it back in. I matched with this guy. I think that his like dating app name was Junior or something, but he was the same age as I am. He was attractive, of course, and he liked me, and I matched with him. And I asked him, you know, when we were like chit-chatting back and forth, I said, you know, hey, what do you do? And we didn't even have a long conversation before he gave me his phone number and he said, text me. So I'm like, ugh, I really don't like giving out my number too quick. I don't, because I'm really picky. I'm really specific about what I want. And if, you know, I can't have that, or if you're not just that person, then, you know, it's kind of a waste of time. I text him and, you know, I said, hey, what's up or whatever. I asked him, what did he do? He said that he did some type of like forklifting or rode on some type of truck. It sounded like he worked at a factory. Okay, I got that much. He wasn't that far away from me, which was a plus, because the last guy I talked to from the dating app, he was 6 hours away and he never saw me. That's why we stopped talking. So he wasn't too far, but the thing is, he was such in a rush to not only see me, which is not a bad thing, but for him to come over. And we had just started literally texting that same day. Mind you, we hadn't even FaceTime yet. Like, we've never even really seen each other, period. So like, at least like let me know, you know, what I'm getting when I see you. That was the issue. I'ma just go straight to it. Long story short, I asked him if we could FaceTime. This is all in the same day that we exchanged numbers. He was taking a long time to respond back. When he would respond back to my texts, it would be like quick, right away. But this specific one, he was just like sort of second guessing himself, and I'm thinking like, okay, is he not who he say he is, or is he like a little embarrassed and insecure because what, like he need a haircut or something, or like what's going on? At the time I was really hungry and he was taking too long to respond, so I was just like, you know what, I am about to go get some pizza, and when I come back home we can FaceTime. He made some type of comment by basically saying like, oh, you about to get some pizza, like can I come through because I love pizza, let me get a slice or whatever. And I'm like, no, LOL, but I'm home now. This is when I responded back. So I said, LOL, no, but I'm back. You ready? And he said, damn, I'll be ready soon. To be honest, I really want to meet in person. FaceTime too early might mess up the first meet, LOL. So I didn't respond back because I'm thinking like, something is fishy. Something is not right in the water. And I didn't feel right either. Like, I had this like weird feeling like something didn't sit well with me. And you know, once the intuition start going, it's kind of like, okay, it's not looking too good for you. He responds back to his text message because I never respond back. So he says, not okay, question mark. And I still didn't respond back. And he says, sorry Shay, hit me back. I think I put my phone down or something, but when I looked on the floor, that's what it was. I put my phone on the floor, and then once I looked at my phone, he was FaceTiming me. So I picked up my phone real quick because I was tired of his mess. Like, I was thinking like, okay, listen, if we not gonna FaceTime, then we not gonna see each other, because I'm not about to just like meet up with just anybody. When he FaceTimed me, I answered, and I saw like a black shadow sitting in the dark, and literally it was like 2 seconds before he hung up. And I'm like, okay, did he make a mistake and like hang up on me or something like that? Because that was like really quick. Like, maybe he didn't think that I was gonna pick up, so he just like, but at the same token, I was thinking like, don't it say connecting when that person pick up FaceTime? He knew that I was answering the FaceTime. So yeah, I saw that little black figure. He hung up. So I tried FaceTiming him back, and he did not answer. I'm like, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. Something is not sitting right in my spirit. I text him and I said, this is weird. He responds back saying, I'ma call. So I respond right away saying, let's FaceTime tomorrow, it's getting late. And he says, you were looking super good and okay. And I said, why didn't you answer when I called you back? It's giving very much catfish vibes. Which it was. He says, I'm not a catfish, I'm just out now. I'd rather be indoors when I do it. I was thinking to myself, like, wait a second. When you answered and I saw you for that 2 bit of seconds, you was like laying in your bed in the dark with the TV on. Like, it looked like that because I couldn't even see his face. Like, it was really weird. It was like he was trying to hide who he was. Like, he didn't want me to see him, but he wanted me to see that like he picked up. I said, for the 2 seconds I saw you, it looked like you were indoors, but okay. And he's like, oh nah, I'll FaceTime you first thing in the morning. So I said, are you on any other social media apps? Because I was thinking to myself at this time, like, I don't know if this guy is like legit. I do not know. Like, something is not feeling right. He lying already. Like, at least I can like track down one of his social media apps just to make sure he legit. And I tell myself too, like, if he say no, I'm blocking him. I am blocking him. So he says, no, are you, question mark? I didn't even respond. I blocked him. I did what I said I was gonna do, and I blocked him, because at this point of so many crazy experiences with dealing with dating apps, I am tired. I don't want to find out if you a catfish. Like, once you give me a bad feeling and I think you are one, that's all I need, period. I blocked him, and guess what he did? He's calling again. I feel like I'm gonna turn my camera off and he gonna start calling again. Thank God I didn't meet up with him. He called me from a black number, an unknown number. And the caller ID said no caller ID. And I'm thinking like, oh no, this guy is crazy. Cause like, we just exchanged numbers. I don't deserve all this energy. Like, you do not know me from a can of paint. Why are you doing all this? Maybe he just feeling this way because, you know, he really want to prove to, I guess, me or to himself that he not a catfish. So he got something to prove. So I'm thinking like, okay, first 2 calls, okay, whatever. I'm still not gonna answer, but you know, I'm gonna just let him get these calls out. This man called me 10 times. 10 times. I just don't understand. Like, first you lie, because I clearly saw you in the dark. So you was definitely either in your room, in the house somewhere. You definitely wasn't outdoors, for sure. For sure. I'll go through it with somebody that I know is worth it, but to just start talking to you and you doing all that, that's a red flag to me. That's a huge red flag. So there was a couple of red flags from this guy. We had a phone conversation because he called, and I'm thinking like, oh, okay, so he's the type that calls you instead of texts you all day. So I'm like, okay, points for him. You know, I gave him some points for that. But when we was on the phone, he brought up the fact that, you know, he moved out here alone as well. He was from Maryland and he had a daughter. Where is your daughter at? Because he told me that he lived in a studio as well. Me and him, we both got studios. Got a couple of things in common. He said that his daughter was still back in Maryland with her mom, and he mentioned that, you know, he was quick to mention that they both co-parent in a really good way. So I'm like, okay, you know, that made me feel comfortable. I was like, you know, let me just dig a little deeper here. So I said, okay, well, when was the last time you saw your daughter? He basically said December of last year. That was a huge red flag to me, because I kind of feel like, okay, you saying that you got a good job, you making all this money, I mean, because you paying $1,700 for rent in a studio, but you don't got the money to go home and see your daughter? Something ain't right. If I do give somebody a chance that got a daughter, I'm gonna need them to have like great values when it comes to being in a child's life and being a family man in general. Because why would I want a man to, you know, be in my life that could possibly give me kids and then move away to a different state and then leave me in that different state by myself to take care of your child that we made together, that you probably not even contributing to? I want all my kids to have their father in their life, period. I'm just so happy that like I noticed that really quick and I blocked him. After this whole dating app thing, all of the people that I am going to form relationships with will be face to face, so I can see who you are. I can see if you lying from your facial expressions. Like, anybody who I've met on a dating app that I'm still connected to, like, you good, but everybody else, them 3,200 people that like me on BOK, like, it's a wrap. I am deleting everything. Hinge, I deleted it. Deleted Bumble, BOK. They won't let me delete it until after my subscription is up, but once it is up, it's being deleted. I deleted, of course, the Facebook dating. I deleted this like Christian one that I never really was on. I just want to start fresh, and whoever I meet when I'm out, you know, if I'm attracted to them, then I'll give them my number and I'll give them a chance. But other than that, like, I guess I'm gonna just be chilling by myself because I'm not doing this no more. That's it. That's the video. I'm not voluntarily letting anybody that has a dramatic or volatile personality in my life. I left that back in 2020. We moving forward, and whatever God has for me, just gonna have to show up on my doorstep. So I'm done. Like, comment, and subscribe. And also, you guys, I just started posting on TikTok, so follow me on TikTok, Shay Lewis Music. Follow me on all platforms at Shay Lewis Music. And also, do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I drop my next video. It's been real. I'm so happy I did not meet up with that guy. Lord knows what would have happened to me. Lord knows.